chicken.
Are we doing what we're at a time with this, or what are we doing?
I'm telling my goat story.
Okay. Dude.
Goats.
So this is a story about what, Mom? Racist goats and parents and their owners. Okay, so we were supposed to get goats. Like we got those goats last week.
2 weeks ago.
All right. So we started looking for goats like 3 weeks ago, and where do we look? We looked on some Facebook goat sites, and then I ended up looking on Craigslist for goats. I found this guy who lives close enough, about an hour away, who had the goats that we wanted for a price we wanted to pay. So we contacted him, and he said, "Sure, come look at the goats, come see them, whatever." Okay. So we get in our car, we go
all the way there.
We go see the goats. He was really nice and everything. His wife was there, his daughter was there, his granddaughter was there. He had 15 goats, all for sale. Everything was great. When we got back there, his first question was, "Are these goats for meat or for pets?" And we said that they were absolutely for pets. So he was like, "Okay, that's fine, because I love these goats and I don't want them to be eaten. I want them to be for pets. No problem." He asked us where we're from. We said Philadelphia. He said, "Oh, okay, that's great. I used to live in West Philly. We're part of Philadelphia." We told him where we lived and everything. So then we picking out the goats.
Philadelphia got goat eaters.
So we picked out the goats we wanted, and the wife was really friendly and really helpful, and she told him, "Oh, go get the collars so we can mark which goats are theirs," because we couldn't take them that day because the vet had to come on Friday. So this was on what, Saturday or Sunday? So we said, "Well, the vet will come on Friday, give the goats all their shots and stuff, and dehorn them, and we will pick the goats up on Saturday." Okay, no problem. So the wife and the daughter and the granddaughter had to leave. So the goat owner kept talking to Arthur, and everything was fine. So I wanted them to like hurry up, because old people, they can talk forever. And so I said, "Okay, so sir, do you want us to leave a deposit, for these goats? Pay for one, come pick up the other one, whatever." And he was like, "Oh no, don't worry about that. You can just pay for them when you come pick them up." Who don't want you to leave a deposit for stuff? So because I'm always, loud and the one, 100% black child, I let it go. I didn't say anything to Arthur. I just let it go. Tuesday, we get an email. "Oh, I've been racking my brain. I'm not sure what to do with you folks and the problem." And I'm like, "What problem we got? What you talking about?"
You talking about wolves?
Huh?
You talking about wolves?
Yeah, I'm like, "What you talking about?" So he was like, "Oh, I don't know about sending the goats into Philadelphia. I had somebody who got a goat from me and had to bring them back, and they were in Philadelphia. And when I got the goat back, the goat wasn't the same. And I just swore that I would never let another goat go to Philadelphia." If that was how you felt, then when we told you where we lived, you should have said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, folks, that you came all the way out here, but I cannot sell another goat to Philadelphia. I had a bad experience." Which I still would have looked at you crazy. But if you knew anything, what you should have said was, "No, folks, I'm not going to let you take this goat to Philadelphia because goats are illegal in Philadelphia." That's what you should have said. And I would have just had to been like, "Oh, okay, that's true," and let it go. So my husband calls the guy back, and he goes, "No, I don't know what you're talking about. We have more than enough space. You have 15 goats in this one space, and our yard is twice the size of the space that you have these 15 goats in, and we're only going to have 2. So the guy said, "Oh, okay, well, since you guys cared enough to call and plead your case, then, it'll be fine. Come pick up the goats, whatever." So my husband told me, I looked at him and said, "Art, that is not the end. That's not the end of this." And he was like, "No, it's fine, it's fine." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So that was on Tuesday. Thursday, exactly, we get another email from the guy that was like, "Hey, folks, there's a lady here who really wants one of the goats you picked out. Is it okay if I give it to her? Because you guys didn't seem like you really cared about the color of the goat that you wanted." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Because
I care about the color.
but isn't she gonna have to wait till Friday when the vet comes? Because that's the only reason why we didn't take the goat
Yeah,
when we
because
saw
we
the
had
other
to
day.
wait.
Because we
So
had
why
to
is
wait.
she not
So
waiting?
she can wait and she can get one of the other ones. What do you mean? It's not like she's standing there with money and I told you I would pay you later.
Are you done playing the game?
You know? So at which point I told him, you know what, we're all done. Like, tell him, no thank you, we don't want this goat. So he does that and the guy replies back, oh, thank you guys so much for being so patient when an old guy like me, you know, I'm stuck in my ways and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whatever. So that was on Thursday. So we still hadn't told Joseph that we weren't getting goats. And then Friday, Joseph was all like, can I go with you on Saturday to go pick up the goats? So after dinner, we had to break it down to him that we wasn't getting goats. And he was all devastated, but trying to be a big boy, but was devastated. So I was really angry. And, you know, I'm ready to pull up. But you know, we in Northtown. I'm about to, you know, like, can I come outside?
There's about to be some ghosts
Come
flying.
outside. So, but I didn't do that, and I said, well, let me try again. So I looked on Craigslist again. Why this fool on Friday put up
No, he did.
the post for goats again? So I'm like, okay, this guy needs some serious attention. But I decided to look in another town for goats on Craigslist. Why? Because God is good. Did I find another man? We emailed this guy at like 5 o'clock Saturday morning. He had goats. He had the female does that we wanted. He was a little further away, but still a place where I love going is the Lancaster County. Okay. I'll go there every day if I had to.
The Amish.
The Amish, because I love the Amish. And for cheaper.
Dust off this thing.
For cheaper than what
Okay.
the other guy wanted. Okay?
The racist.
The racist guy wanted. So long story short, we ended up getting goats at the exact same day for less money and better goats because I was able to get a sharing goat, which I want to try sharing.
You guys look on the next video. We're going to show you the pictures of the goats.
We're going to show you the pictures of the goats. But yeah, so what do you think? Do you think the guy was you think it was racist, number one?
Yes.
And two, do you think he was racist because we were black? Or you think he's racist because we were Muslim? Or you think both?
Okay. Racist because you were black and he didn't think that you had the space for the ghost that you guys said you did. He was like picturing a little cement backyard.
Yeah.